Hey guys, welcome to Ivana Face Paint. We're going to be doing Little Red Riding Hood, and it's going to be a little bit more on the gory side, where she got attacked by the wolf, obviously, and her face has been bitten into and scratched. All I'm going to be using for my props for the scratches and stuff is latex and toilet paper. I spent the whole last week working on this and practicing, because what is the point in making a tutorial video if it looks like crap? I'm gonna do my best to show you guys how to get this in a realistic way. Okay guys, so to start, I used this oil-based paint. I'm still not sure where I got this paint from. It's the same brand as the black paint that I used in the Spider-Man video. It's probably not needed for everybody's skin tone. I use it because it helps cancel out my darker tone. Okay, so next I take my Fit Me Maybelline powder and start to apply it over top of the paint to start to look more human again. It's always safest to bring your makeup down to your neck and shoulders at least, but it's not completely necessary this time. Now I take a darker shade of powder and just start contouring my face. And to really contour your cheeks good, you only need to hit the little indentation on the sides. You don't need to take a line all the way through your cheek. Next, I'm going to brush out my eyebrows, and then I'm going to take a black eyeliner pencil to make my eyebrows a little bit more bold than usual. Now I take a lighter toned Fit Me liquid foundation to highlight areas around my face, and then I blend them with my little sponge. And then I take my big brush and I blend everything together. Now we're adding a little bit of blush to our cheeks. Make sure to keep it a light, pretty color because we're still innocent Little Red Riding Hood. So now moving on to eyeshadow. Off of my Naked Urban Decay Heat Palette, I used the Sauced color first. And then next I decided to use Low Blow over top of that. And then I decided that wasn't enough, so I took my 24K Nudes Maybelline palette and I took the blue color out of there and started to apply that over top of what I just did. And then I take a little brush and apply that same blue color, kind of like eyeliner around the bottom and the top lid. Then I applied my liquid eyeliner. And actually on my bottom lid I just used the eyeliner pencil instead of the liquid eyeliner, and then I also took the blue eyeshadow again and just kind of went back over it to get things a little bit more defined. Then I just take the ounce color and highlight my eyelids, and then I blend it with a little brush. Okay, so I cheated and went ahead and applied my mascara off camera. Now we're gonna do the lipstick. And also, the top and bottom of my lips will be thick, but the sides will be thin to kind of give it that fairy tale look. Now we're gonna add a little bit of gloss to the lips. Okay guys, I went back and added a little bit more red to my cheeks, just to get them a little bit more poppin' with the rest of the makeup poppin'. Now that we have gotten all the prettiness done, we are going to ruin it with this leftover water I've been drinking in this bottle. Put a little in my hand here, and I'm just gonna dab some under my eyes because I need her to look like she's been crying. Getting bitten by a wolf and ripped apart does not feel good. Just take a little bit more water. I just dumped all that on myself. I suck. Ooh, look at that runny makeup. Ah. Okay, now that we're done with that, the moment we have all been waiting for, latex. Okay, so you're just gonna wanna take your sponge, quickly pat the latex on in whatever area you wanna put your cuts, and just ignore the latex that I immediately dripped on my chest. Okay, once your latex is applied, take your toilet paper, throw it on there, pat it down, let it dry, and then rip the edges off. Okay, and now for the fun part. I'm just gonna start blending a bunch of powders until I get to the same skin color, so. And since this will be all bloody and stuff, it'll make it even harder to see the tissue. The more blood, the better. I'm literally just doing whatever I can to blend this stuff in. You guys will probably have to do the same thing for your skin tone to make this work. Need to get a little bit of contouring back on my face. Okay, now I start to take blush and the ashes color from my eyeshadow palette to make a bruised look over top of the latex. Yeah, at this point I would think that she's starting to become infected, not with wolf powers or anything, but like the cuts are literally getting infected because it's killing her, and she's just been walking around for days like this for some reason. Never went and got help, I guess. Or maybe he's been storing her away in his wolf den to eat on later. I don't know why I just got so dark with this. Okay, next we're gonna take some little scissors and start cutting up and around this way, so that way I can make it look like the skin's peeling off. But be very careful if you're doing this, because you can cut yourself. Just go slow, don't just dig straight in, don't point it right at your face, because obviously you're just gonna stab yourself in the face. Just go slightly in and up. Got a nice little flap of skin there. Little flap. Alright, ignore me. Now that I got my little flap of skin, I actually made these kind of little teeth mark looking things. They're mainly going to be filled in, but just to give some indentions so you can see where it bit down and just kind of been scraping away at this. I'm going to put some latex on it. Okay, now I got it blended the best that I can with makeup, and now we're going to move on to the paint. So first we're just going to take red paint. This is kind of an oil-based paint, so it never really dries, which works great for this part because it keeps it looking kind of nasty. So red first, and then we'll use black to make things a little bit more defined and realistic. Okay, now I have applied the black paint inside of the teeth marks, and now I'm applying it everywhere else to make it a little bit more realistic. Now we'll take a break from that and get started on the other places on the face, otherwise we'll be here all day. Okay guys, so I got my scratches put on and painted, and so this goes on the same way that this goes on with the latex and the tissue paper, the blending, and then cutting straight up the middle of these. Now just be mindful that it's a lot more sensitive and the latex will fall off a lot easier if you're not careful, so just have delicate fingers whenever you're painting in there and cutting, because the toilet paper will kind of start to shed a little bit and fall apart, but it kind of helps with that whole cut look too. Like, it looks like it's been ripped, and I mean, it gets gross. So I've already put my red and black in, and once I put the blood in, it'll really make this look realistic. Now I just got me a paper plate, and I take this really cheap vampire blood that I got at Walmart. If you can get all of your scratches and your bites and stuff looking realistic enough with makeup and paint, then any kind of blood you use is gonna work fine. So I'm just gonna put some on my plate. Alright, I'm gonna go get the rest of my suit done, and then I'll come back and show you guys. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I hope that you liked this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Like I said, just go for it and don't be discouraged if you only have cheap things to work with. You can definitely make it work. Just takes a little bit extra time and effort, but you got this. If you have any questions, concerns, or requests, please let me know in the comments. You know what's funny about this red hood It's not a hood at all. I literally just wrapped myself up in some red material. Voila!